Yeah, I think Lucifer would be another example. Now, it's a little more difficult with Lucifer because at least we can understand the fall of Adam and Eve in terms of even how they were tempted, because there was this evil being who tempted them. The biggest problem, and I deal with this in If God is Good and some of the other books related to the subject, but that's the biggest issue, is how did sin come into the heart of a being in a context where there had never been sin? How does the first thought of sin come? Certainly God is sovereign. Certainly He's the God of providence. Certainly He could have kept sin from happening. But whatever, it did happen in whatever process. But I think it is certainly fair to say that Satan had not been redeemed. Christ's blood had not been shed for him. He was not elect, chosen of the Father from eternity past. He was made this great being, and the greatest, apparently, of the angels. And in some ways, since Michael's called the archangel in a couple of my books, Edge of Eternity in particular, I envision them as brothers, so to speak, in the angelic world. And that the two equal angels. And by the way, let me just throw this in. Sometimes people think of Satan and God as though they were equal opposites. Okay, so the opposite of light is dark. The opposite of black is white. The opposite of God is Satan. No, it doesn't work that way. Because He is a creature and God is the creator. That's not a parallel. They're on a completely different plane of being. They're not equal opposites in any sense. The equal opposite of Satan would be who? Michael. And that's an important distinction when you're thinking of all the things that are going on out there in spiritual battles and like who's going to win in the end. And yes, we've read the end of the book, so we know who's going to win. But even if we hadn't read the end of the book, God is God. He's the creator, and Lucifer is the creature. So we wish I had more to say and more insight on, the original, or where that first sin came from in the heart and mind of Lucifer, but I don't.